Hi, this is Elisa, founder of AverageAdvocate.com, where we are inspiring you, average people, to change the world. One area, our goal at Average Advocate is to essentially inspire you and equip you and help you overcome like all the overwhelm with all the stuff going on in the world and how to actually make a difference in that and knowing where to start. And so because that's kind of hard to figure out sometimes, with the whole refugee crisis in Syria, big deal. As you know, or probably heard, that there are more refugees at this point in history than ever before in the world. And a lot of those are coming out of the Middle East in areas like Syria, Iraq, and now Yemen too. And there's other refugee crises going on too, but the Syrian one is kind of, a lot of focus has been put on it because it is unique and pretty much a whole country is running for their lives. And there's not stuff around it, necessary stuff to help equip these people to become free of their situation and help them. So they're either living off of the streets or pouring into, refugee camps, and they have no way of providing for themselves, and it would just be terrible. Last year on Average Advocate, I wrote a post, if Syria was the USA, trying to help us see what that actually would look like by putting us in their shoes. And the exercise was actually pretty fascinating for me to really try to grasp what was going on with that war, and not just that, but to put it into layman's terms and understand what it would be like if I was a Syrian refugee, living here in Southern California, but what that would look like in between Mexico and Canada. And anyway, so you can check that out. But so yesterday I posted a post on Average Advocate called "The 9 Ways to Help Syrian Refugees" as of summer 2016, because this crisis is still going on almost a year later since that other post, and years later after my initial posts on this. So you can check that post out, and it should give you some ideas that are still current. Political actions, being a refugee responder with World Vision, Soup for Syria, which is a cookbook. It's kind of got the gambit of things also on how to actually help a refugee family resettle, which seems really scary, but it's actually not that bad, because really all you're doing is becoming friends with another person who just needs somebody to help them understand like how to go to a grocery store in the United States. So moms, I think you can do that, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom, because it's not like, a lot of times these refugee families are also stay-at-home moms, and they just need somebody to kind of hang out with and have their kids hang out with and show them where a playground is. So that is something that is kind of doable for us, and I kind of give you some tips on how to get involved in that and how to do that. And there's a few other things on there also, like our attitude towards Muslims, which is what keeps us from actually loving a lot of these refugees, because the ones coming out of Syria often are Muslim, and because of there's still that Islamophobia in the United States, it makes it really hard for Americans to actually be okay with refugees even coming here, even though we have, there's like I think it's 12 million refugees, not officially refugees, like people who are internally displaced also within their country. But generally speaking, that's a lot of people, and the United States is like, maybe we'll put in 10,000 here, maybe. So really, if you're thinking about it, it's a very minuscule amount that we are helping. And for those that are coming here, they need help, and they need respect, and they need a way to get a job. So those are just some of the ways that we can help refugees as they come into the United States, or not come into the United States, but just in general. Help Syrian refugees as of 2016. So I encourage you to check that post out. I'll link to it at the bottom of this, or you can probably click that thing in the corner that brings you to that post. So anyways, again, this is Elisa Johnston with Average Advocate, helping you to change the world and know where to start in that process. Let me know if you have any other ideas, because that would be awesome. And also a shout out to my daughter who did my hair for this video. Bye.